Not only have the Oklahoma City Thunder become one of the best teams in the NBA, they've done it in record time. From having the second worst record in the Western Conference in 2022 to becoming a perennial contender, they've had the best record in the West in both 2024 and 25, with the youngest team in the league, with an average age of just over 24 years old. How did they do it? How and why did the Thunder consistently have successful rebuilds? I'm Jerry, and this is a Clutch original on how the Oklahoma City Thunder continue to take the top spot in team rebuilding and player development. To keep this modern, let's look at the team after they moved to Oklahoma City in 2008-09. But before we get to the history, how did the Thunder build the team that they have today? It's actually been a long time in the making. As of 2025, the Thunder have made the playoffs in 11 out of their 16 years in Oklahoma City. And there's one huge factor. Since becoming the team GM in 2007, Sam Presti has been a wizard with draft picks and obtaining assets. Out of the 18 players on their active roster, 8 of them were drafted by the team. So, who were they? And how did OKC get those picks? Let's go by year. In 2021, Aaron Wiggins was taken as the 55th overall pick out of Maryland. Then in 2022, OKC got a haul. 4 first-round picks, including Chet Holmgren, Ousmane Dieng, and both Jalen Williams. In 2023, Cason Wallace was taken as the 10th overall pick. And in 2024, Nikola Topic was taken 12th overall to go with Dylan Jones and AJ Mitchell. But it isn't just great drafting, it's how they get these picks. And it's mostly marked by blockbuster trades. The 2017 acquisition of Paul George only cost OKC Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis, but no draft picks. So when this mini superstar rebuild didn't work out, George was traded to the Clippers in 2019, and OKC got what really set them up for the future. In this trade, all LA received back was just Paul George, who was an MVP candidate at the time. And in return, the Thunder got all of this. Then when they acquired Chris Paul in 2019, the Thunder also received 2 first-round picks, one in 2024, which would become Topic, and a 2026 pick. And when they traded away Paul in 2020, they received a 2022 first-round pick in return. But additional assets added in other ways were what really put this team over the top. In 2020, OKC was involved in a 4-team trade around the New Orleans Pelicans that led to the addition of Kenrich Williams. Then in 2024, they got another huge addition when they traded away Josh Giddey to the Bulls for Alex Caruso. But what about free agents? There are a number of signings that have had a huge effect on the success of this team. In 2019, they signed Lou Dort as an undrafted free agent out of Arizona State, who has been a consistent starter ever since, averaging over double-digit points in all but one of his seasons. Then in 2022, they signed Isaiah Joe, who has been essential off the bench, playing a career-high 20 minutes per game in 2024-25. And in 2024, they added Isaiah Hartenstein to the roster following his impactful 2023-24 season with the Knicks, to a 3-year, $87 million deal. It has been a slow construction, rather than the major superstar tactic that has worked out for the Thunder. Now they're on track to have back-to-back #1 seed seasons for the first time while in Oklahoma City. And the growth of superstars makes you wonder if they might have had a little luck involved. Following Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's single year with the Clippers after being the 11th overall pick in the 2018 NBA draft, he put up 10 points in 26 minutes of action. And this was following the Clippers' mini rebuild after Lob City. Then, after acquiring Paul George for SGA and others, the Clippers did make the Western Conference semis and West Finals in back-to-back seasons. But could anyone have really seen what SGA was going to become? Since 2022-23, SGA has put up over 30 points per game every year and became a perennial MVP candidate. One could argue that was not what was seen in his time with the Clippers. But this is common for this team. During the KD, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden days, Sam Presti did something really similar. After taking over, he fully committed to a complete rebuild because they moved on from superstars like Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis to build for the future. This led to the 2007 pick of Kevin Durant, an addition of Jeff Green, the 2008 picks of Russell Westbrook and Serge Ibaka, the 2009 pick of James Harden, and more. Very similar to the draft pick rebuild that's been seen in the 2020s. Now, I'm not sure what's more difficult, a successful rebuild at this level, or hitting on multiple draft picks. Regardless, the OKC Thunder have done so multiple times, leading to team success. It's not to say they haven't tried the immediate rebuild tactic, with additions like Paul George alongside Russell Westbrook, but Sam Presti seemingly is always making chess moves that ultimately lead to a complete team. Now, the real question is, what will really happen to this team when new contracts need to be signed?